Let's begin by sitting comfortably, taking a moment here to watch the breath, letting go of every other thought, and just focusing on the body and on the breath. Getting comfortable, let's start with neck rotations as always. Inhale, head up, and exhale down. Let's do this up and down motion a couple of times. Taking deep breaths all the while. Doing it slowly, no hurry. Lifting the head up as high as we can, and while dropping down, tucking the chin to the chest. And now let's turn side to side. Inhaling to the right and exhaling to the left. At our own pace, breathing slowly, breathing deeply, breathing completely. And let's do some clockwise rotation of the neck. Making big circles, giving complete range of motion. At the same time, feeling the tension just melt away from the neck and shoulders as we are doing this movement. Doing it clockwise a couple of times. And moving on to anti-clockwise. Whenever you're ready. Doing it at your own pace. Make sure you're breathing deeply as you're doing this. Now just place your hands behind your back. Lean back, open your chest as you inhale. And exhale, release it. Few more times. Inhale, open, pushing the chest forward, dropping the neck back. Exhale, release. Inhale, open. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, open. And exhale, releasing it. Good job. And now sliding the right hand down onto the mat, stretching the left hand up above your head, finding length along the left side of the body. And exhale, release. Let's do it on the other side. Left hand down, right hand up. Keep your chest open, finding length along the side of the body, and slowly release. Now stretching the legs out. Let's wriggle our toes back and forth a couple of times, moving our ankle up, pointing and flexing the toes, turning the toes side to side, and placing our feet wider than the hip, dropping the knee side to side, warming the hips. Doing it in tune to the breath. And then coming onto all fours. Stacking the knees and hips, shoulders and wrists. Palms shoulder width apart, knees hip width apart. Let's do a couple of cat and cows here. Inhale, head up, belly down. Exhale, head down, belly up, rounding the back. Do it slowly. Inhale, arching the back, head up, belly down. Exhale, rounding the back, head down, belly up. Exaggerating the movement of the spine here, taking it as slowly as you need it. Using this opportunity to tune into the breath and move the body in tune to the breath. Few more times here. Inhale, head up, belly down. Exhale, head down, belly up. Good job. And now slowly come down onto your forearms, keeping the knees and hip on line, dropping the head down, taking the knees wide apart, sinking the butt back, coming to rest in child's pose. Feeling a nice rounding of the back. Good. And now coming into a kneeling position. If you want, you may fold the mat or place a blanket beneath your knees. Let's start by joining the palms together and lifting it up above the head. And as you exhale, dropping the right hand back and touching the right heel. Going back up and doing the same on the left side. Inhale up. Exhale, turning to the right hand goes behind. Inhale up. Exhale, turn to the left hand drops behind. Inhale up. Exhale right. Inhale up. Exhale left. And inhale up. Good job. And now just holding the palms up for a second and then bringing the hands down. Hands to the heart center, and now keeping the back neutral, just lean back a little bit and come back forward, maintaining a nice straight line along the torso, not pushing the hip forward, but just leaning the entire body back and forth a couple of times, finding a nice stretch to the quads as you're doing it. Few more deep breaths. And few more gentle backward and forward movements from the kneeling position. Good. Now adjusting your knees if you need to, tucking your toes, grabbing hold of the right heel with the right hand, extend the left hand up towards the sky, pushing the hip forward. Hold it here for a couple of breaths. We are not arching the back yet, but slowly we will get there. Now the left hand to the left heel, right hand up towards the sky. Beautiful. Couple of deep breaths. Now right hand down, left hand up, arch back a little bit. Looking back at your left fingertips, coming back up. Left hand to the left heel, right hand goes up. Push the hip forward, drop the head back. Coming back down. Good job. Right hand down, left hand up. This time going deeper and coming back up. Left hand to the left heel, right hand comes up, pushing the hip forward, opening your heart, taking the right hand back. Beautiful. Few more times. Let's do this movement. You can do it at your own pace. Make sure your hip remains parallel to the wall in front of you as you're doing this. Take the hand that is up as far back as possible and follow your fingertips with your gaze. Beautiful. And now coming back down into all fours, taking a moment here. Probably wriggling your body a little bit. And now let's move the leg, lifting the right knee up off the mat, pushing it up as you inhale and drawing the right knee to the forehead as you exhale, arching and rounding the back alternatively. Do this movement slowly without any hurry, in tune to your breath. A couple of more times. Inhale up, keeping the right knee bent. And hold it. And if you're comfortable, catch hold of the right ankle with the left hand. And start pulling the right leg up towards the sky. Finding your balance here, breathing deeply. And slowly drop the right knee down. Good job. And now lifting the right leg up again. Now catch hold of the right leg, right ankle with the right hand. Same leg and same hand. Again, start pulling the leg upwards. Keeping the left elbow straight, keeping your gaze fixed. Finding a nice stretch along the shoulders, along the quads. And And slowly releasing the right leg. And now bringing the left foot forward, drawing the right knee as far back as possible, coming into Ashwasanchalan. And now let's lift the right feet up and down. So flexing and extending the right knee. Lift the heel up towards the butt and slowly drop the leg back. Let's do it a couple of times to warm our quadriceps. Good. Now coming up, interlocking our fingers, placing it on top of the left knee, the front knee, pushing the body away from the leg, arching the back, and slowly taking the right hand towards the right calf muscles and the left hand goes up, arching back, and slowly release. Very good. And now let's do it on the other side. Left hand goes to the right heel, right hand goes back up. Look behind at your right fingertips, pushing the hip forward and slowly release it. Very good job. Again, right hand back, left hand up, hips forward, chest open, drop the head back, breathe. And now left hand goes back. And right hand goes up. Beautiful. Push the hip forward, drop the head back. And slowly release it. Good job. Good job. That must be quite intense on your left leg, but you're doing fine. One last time. Come on. Right hand back, left hand goes up. Hips pushing forward, chest open. Breathe. Few more deep breaths here. And slowly release. And now left hand to the right heel. Right hand comes up. Breathe. And slowly release. Sinking down onto the hips. And slowly taking the left leg back. Coming back into all fours. Getting ready to repeat the same thing on the other side. Good. Pushing the floor away from the body. Now lift the left knee up as you inhale, and as you exhale, bring the left knee towards the forehead. Inhale, leg up, arch the back. Exhale, leg forward, round the back. Couple of times here. Inhale up and exhale forward, doing it at your own pace. Breathing deeply, moving with your breath. And placing the left knee down, and now getting ready. Again, lift the left leg up with the left knee bent. With the right hand, catch hold of the left ankle, making your hips square to the mat. Lifting the head up, chest up, start pulling the left leg up towards the sky. Finding a lovely stretch to the quad, to the shoulders. Breathing deeply, glute muscles working here. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And slowly release. And let's do it on the other side. Lifting the left leg up again. Whenever you're ready, catching hold of the left ankle with the left hand. Lifting the leg up as high as you can. Pushing your chest forward, lifting your chin up, arching the back. Breathing here. And slowly release. Very good job. Take a moment here. And now this time, step the right foot forward between your palms. Drag the left knee back as far as possible. Make sure right knee to ankle is on the same line. Interlock your fingers, place it on top of the front knee, pushing the body away, arching the back gently. Deep breaths here. Giving the hips the time to settle down. And when you're ready, taking the left hand to the left ankle, right hand coming up and arching back. Deepen the back bend gradually. Start by holding the calf muscles and then you can reach the heel if that's what works for you. Also start pushing the hip forward and opening the chest out a little by little with each rep. Doing it a couple of times, it is quite challenging. Finding your balance, finding stability. Good. Breathe, breathe, breathe as you're doing it. Now taking the left hand back, right hand up. And bringing it down, sweeping the right hand to the heel, left hand goes up. Breathe. Long, slow, deep breaths here. And slowly coming back into tabletop. Taking a moment to breathe. Settling your hips back down onto your heels. And slowly coming into Padangushtasana, balancing yourself on your toes, bringing your feet together, knees together, thighs together, fixing the gaze at a single point, palms in front of the chest, keeping the torso upright. Breathe. Taking the knees off the mat, finding that relief. Relaxing the knees here. Good. And slowly come to stand up on top of the mat. Keeping your feet hip width apart, toes pointing forward. From here, stepping the right foot forward. Keeping both the knees straight. Inhale, lift both arms up. And as you exhale, start pushing your hip back. And very slowly come down to catch hold of your right leg with the right hand wherever it reaches. Bending the elbows towards the leg, dropping the forehead down towards the right knee, making sure both the knees remain straight. Finding a lovely stretch to the right calf muscles, back side of the right thighs, back of the right knee. Deep breaths here. Relax the shoulders. And slowly inhale, lift both arms up, come up. And now lunging on the right leg, right knee and ankle on the same line, right thigh parallel to the mat. You can try to take the left leg a little further back if that stabilizes you a little bit. Keeping the arms up above the head. And now let's start twisting. Exhale to the right. Turn, look behind at your right fingertips. Then drop the right hand to the left thigh. Left hand goes up, arch back. Similar to what we did with our knees down, this time we are doing with the back knee up. Keep the lunge going, and now left hand to the left leg, right hand comes up, palms facing forward, hip forward, open the chest. Keep the lunge going on the right leg. Right hand down, left hand up, back to center. Left hand down, right hand up. Keep the lunge going. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Back to center. Very good job. Right hand down, left hand up. You can do it at your own pace. Back to center. And left hand down, right hand up. Arching back, pushing the hip forward, opening the chest. And back to center. And slowly coming out of the pose, shake your feet out, shake your legs out, getting ready to do the same thing on the other side. Good. Again, keeping the feet hip width apart, toes pointing forward. And this time, step the left leg forward. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, reach forward and then catch hold of the left leg wherever you can, making sure both the knees are straight. Consciously rolling the shoulders away from the ears, bending the elbows towards the body, dropping the forehead towards the left knee. Breathe, 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 breathe. Long, slow, deep breaths here. Holding the pose for a bit. And now lunging on the left side, left knee and ankle on the same line, left thigh coming parallel to the mat. Take the right leg a little further back if you need to. And let's do the same thing as we did on the other side. Left leg forward, right leg back, sinking the hip down, hands going up towards the sky, stabilizing yourself here for a moment. And now let's begin taking the left hand back, opening the arms, looking behind at your left fingertips. And then back to center. And let's start the back bends, dropping the right hand to the right leg, left hand up. Center. Left hand back, right hand up. And back to center. All the while, keep the legs stable, keep the lunge going, keep taking deep breaths. Do this 3 to 4 times at your own pace. Left hand back, right hand up. Back to center. Right hand back, left hand up. Back to center. It challenges your balance too. So find stability, do it slowly. Deep breaths here. Coming out of the pose, shaking your legs out. Now rolling on to the outer edges of your feet and back, placing the feet back. Just doing it a couple of times to stretch the ankles a little bit. And now bringing your palms to the chest, taking your feet wide apart, toes pointing forward. Inhale, lift both arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your fingers beneath your shoulders. Keep your toes and fingers in one straight line and visualize the crown of the head going towards the mat, the elbows bending in towards the body. Relaxing the shoulders, trying to keep the knees straight. Folding forward as much as you can. Breathing here, long slow deep breaths. And slowly walk your hands forward. And drop your body to the right side, bending the right knee. And opening the left arm up, the right arm bracing against the right thigh, left leg stretched out, Skandasana. Breathe. Long, slow, deep breaths here. And lifting the hip up, now shifting on to the left side, right leg out straight, right toe pointing up towards the sky. And now open the right arm up. Look up at the right fingertips, left upper arm bracing against the left thigh. Breathe. And slowly release. Now hop your legs back, drop the knees down, sweep the feet outside of your knees, coming into Mandukasana or the frog pose. If your body allows you to, drop down onto your elbows and start pushing your hips back. Finding a nice stretch along your inner thighs, around your hips. Deep breaths here. And slowly coming back up, bringing the knees together. And sitting in Vajrasana for a moment. Leaning back. If you have it in your practice, catching hold of the heels and dropping your head back down, coming into a reclined warrior, and probably taking your hands behind your head, trying to keep your knees hip width apart, finding a nice stretch to the quads, along your armpits, upper arms, breathing deeply. And slowly pushing yourself up, coming back up into Vajrasana and settling down into the mat, stretching the legs out in front of you. Shake them out a little bit. Taking your feet wider than your hips, catching hold of the big toes, dropping your torso down towards the mat, relaxing your shoulders, just enjoying this forward fold after that deep back bend, allowing gravity to do the work. No need to push yourself here, just hold the pose for a little while, getting comfortable. And slowly release the hands. Bring your feet a little closer together and settle down in Shavasana, keeping the feet apart, keeping the hands away from the body, palms facing up, making any adjustments that you need to get your body comfortable, closing the eyes, allowing the entire body to grow heavy and sink down into the mat. Finding stillness here, staying here as long as your body needs. Thank you so much for practicing with Yoga Darshini.